Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Southwell Racecourse here on Tuesday. It is the 9th of January 2024. Gonna look at the fifth race, the 7 o'clock from Southwell. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world. The fifth race, 7 o'clock. It's the Bet 10 Get 40 at Bet MGM Handicap. It's Class 2 handicap going for a $30,000 purse. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Horses rated 81 to 100. 14 horses are contesting 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the all-weather Tapeta surface. Gonna take here the number 11 horse. Follow Your Heart as a top selection. 11-6-3 in the TriCash trifecta for me. 11-6-3, Tri-Cash, Trifecta, top selection, 11 horse, Follow Your Heart, 6-year-old Gelding here, Mark Lohan trains this one, Billy Longhan gets to mount. The horse's most recent outing came on Boxing Day at Wolverhampton, 7 furlongs in a Class 2 handicap, stepping up in class. He got around the race course well, he finished second by 3/4 length. The winner intervention just had a little bit more weight than him and just a little bit better handicap. But this horse, he had a decent turn of foot stepping up in class and got down the race course well. Coming back to a Class 2 again, not the world's deepest Class 2, but he gets a good post stroke, he'll be forwardly paced. I expect him to run a good race and find the winner's circle today here today. Two back he ran at Wolverhampton 9th of December, 7 furlongs in a Class 4 handicap off the 5-week bench. He won by a length that day, and he was a little bit wide that day, but when he had the turn of foot, even with the high weight, he took off clear. He demolished that lower class there. Prior to that, he was in a Class 3 handicap at Kempton, 7 furlongs first November, where he finished third by 1.5 lengths that day, and he just never really got going till late in the run. He had a very wide trip, which I think cost him that day, and then before that at Kempton, 7 furlongs in a Class 4, he finished second by 1/2 length that day. The winner just had the jump on this horse, but he got down the race course well. Even the race before Kempton over the 7 in a Class 4, he finished third by 1/2 length, a little bit wide, but he kept to the task that day. Refreshing here off a quick turnaround, back to a Class 2, drawn very well. He could definitely win. I think the 6 horse here, Great Aiden. There we go. Is that it? For Keeley and Roger Varian could get a trip to win. Most races like Newcastle, 9th of December, 7 furlongs into Class 2. He finished second by 1 3/4 lengths, and he was on there and drive excelling that day. I thought he had a decent turn of foot. He gets a little bit less weight here today. He also gets a little bit more or less weight with the 3-pound apprentice up, only carrying 124 pounds, which I think should be good for him. And I also think the trip, the 7 furlongs is what he wants to do. They tried him over a little bit of longer trip on Linkfield over the 1.25 in a Class 3 in November, where he didn't really excel. He finished fourth by 5 1/4 lengths. He was on the drive, just never getting the turn of foot. He just ran horribly that day. And then a Newcastle over the mile in Class 4 in October. He won by a neck. He was all out and got the job done. Back to a 7 furlong trip at 4-1. I'll use him in the quad pod. But to recap my selection for the 7 o'clock, the 5th race from Southwell, going to take the 11 horse, Follow Your Heart. Give kudos to the 6 horse, Great Aiden. 11-6-3, Tri-Cash Trifecta. 11-6 in the multi race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.